even done anything yet. Here I have 3 ropes. One is short, one is medium, and one is long. We can all see that? These 3 ropes remind me of an experience I had growing up in school, in math class. The teacher was at the front of the class holding up 3 ropes identical to these. There was a short, there was a medium, and there was a long. She asked the class if all of these ropes were the same length or different lengths. What would you all have said?
Different.
Well, I said that they were all the same length. My teacher applied to see her after class. So when the school day was done, I went to see her at her desk. She held out the 3 ropes to me and she said, "Kahlan, why don't you show me why you think these are all the same length?" I said, "All right, I can do that." So one at a time, I took the 3 ropes to the top of my hand just like this. First the short, then the medium, and then the long, just like this. And then I snap my fingers, and slowly, there would be 1, 2, 3 ropes, all the same length. How many of you don't think that these 3 ropes are all the same length? It's all right. You can raise your hands. I wouldn't be offended.
I think they're not all the same.
It's fine. I get it all the time. But I can prove to you that there are 3 ropes in my hand that are all the same length by showing you 1, just like this. 2. And finally, 3 ropes. All the same length. There was one small problem, though. It was the middle of the week, maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday situation, and my teacher needed 3 different ropes for her lesson the next day. She told me so, and I said, "No problem." So one at a time, I just took them up to the top of my hand. Medium rope. The long rope and the short rope. And just to prove that these 3 ropes are normal, you take the small rope, look it over. You take the long rope, look it over. And do you want the medium rope? All right. You can stretch them. You can try to shrink them. Look for any trapdoors, magnets, portals. Do they pass the test?
Yeah.
Here is the short one normal, you think? I'll take that as a yes. Is this one normal? All right. And is this one normal?
Yes.
All right. There you have it. Next here, I would like to introduce you all to one of my dearest friends. Now, my dearest friend's name is Snowy, the black rabbit. Snowy lives in his house. I can take him out of his house, and then his house is completely empty. There is a door in the front, and there is a door in the back. When I open them both, it is completely empty. Except for me. Put him back in. Right before the show, Snowy hopped up to me and he said, "Kahlan, I don't want to be a black rabbit anymore." And I said, "Why on earth would you not want to be a black rabbit, Snowy?" And he said, "Because I was looking I was watching some other magicians that had rabbits like me. And they were all white. Besides, my name is Snowy. We've been seeing a lot of snow. And what color is the snow?
White.
So he thinks that to better fit his name and to blend in with the other rabbits, he should become a white rabbit. I told him, okay, Snowy, I can do that. Just wait until the show. And here we are. In order to turn him into a white rabbit, I need all of you to help me. Can you all do that?
Yeah.
All right. What we need to do to turn him into a white rabbit is we need to scare him. We have to say boo really loud when I count to 3. As loud as you can. Ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
Boo!
And now he is a white rabbit. Pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. He wants to be Black Rabbit again. He said that during the transformation he was thinking about it and he thought, those other magicians with their white rabbits, if he was black, if he was a black rabbit, he would stand out and he would be remembered.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm thinking that in order to turn him back into a black rabbit, we need to say the opposite of the word boo. Does anybody know what that could be?
Boob. Mm-hmm.
For those of us who didn't hear, I think I'll say 3, 2, 1, and then we will say the opposite of boo, which is oob. Are you all ready to say oob?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oob!
All right, I think that did it. And there he is. The last time I performed this, there were a few naysayers in the crowd. They said that every time Snowy changed colors, I turned him around. How many of you think that? All right, we aren't shy around here. I like that. Front door open, back door open, completely empty. Would it solve your suspicions if I were to turn Snowy around right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Turn him around.
All right,
Turn him the other way.
the other,
Mm-hmm.
No, like this.
like this.
Not like
Spin it. I think I'm understanding. You want to see this side of him.
Yes.
I need you all to be super sure, because once you see it, there's no going back. He's going to be really embarrassed. So are you all really sure you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. What do you say we turn him white one more time?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I heard mostly yeses. You still going to participate in turning him white?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Here's his front. There's his other side. Let's turn him white. Does everyone remember what to say?
Yeah.
All right. Boo, right? All right. 1, 2, 3. Boo! And now he is, and will stay for now, Snowy the white rabbit?
What about the back of the white rabbit?
I don't know. I think he was just trying to hide it. I bet some of you have been curious to what this is. Well, what if I show you right now? It is actually a model of one of my favorite experiences as a magician. When you become a magician, sometimes the village of Kimberly will call you with small jobs that they need help fixing that can't be solved normally, or they're just really stumped with. At this time, when this story takes place, I was called to fix some traffic lights. It may sound weird, but you'll see in a second. So I arrive on site, and they show me. Underneath this cover is a green bulb, a yellow bulb, and a red bulb, just like that. Now, for those of you who know what they look like, this is the order of the traffic lights, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Green,
Yes.
yellow, red. Well, let's say these bulbs were the ones that needed replacing when they burnt out. So they put them somewhere for storage, and they put on the lid so that people wouldn't get confused while driving. And then they put in the new green bulb, right? Green first, just like that. They put in the new yellow bulb, just like this. And finally, they put in the new red bulb, correct? Just like that. But then, they slowly opened it, and on the bottom was the red. And in the middle was the green. And at the top was the yellow bulb. I decided to try it for myself. So I dumped all 3 bulbs out, and I put the lid back on. And then in goes the green bulb, right? In goes the yellow bulb, just like that. And in goes the red bulb, correct? I lift the lid, and there's the red bulb. And there's the green bulb. And there's the yellow bulb. Now, I thought the problem was with the red bulb, because the green and the yellow were in the right place. The red was just jumping right down. So, I took out the yellow and the green bulbs, and finally, I took out the red. I put the green and the yellow back in, and then I put on the case, because without the red bulb, people would get confused. And then out of my bag here, I took some wrapping paper, just like this, and made sure the light was safe for travel. Like this. Put it back in my bag. I go to the hardware store. They say, "We are so sorry. We have yellow bulbs, we have green bulbs, but we have no more red bulbs left." It was time for a more magic situation. So I call up the workers on my phone and I say, "Meet me back at the site in 5, let's say." I drove back as fast as I could. Well, I rode back in the back seat of my mom's car. I am only 12. We arrived, and the village workers had the light set for me to fix. I snapped my fingers, and slowly I said, "One of you, could you remove the lid?" So one of the workers stepped up, and they said, "I sure can." And then slowly, they lifted it up to see the green bulb in place, the yellow bulb in place, and finally, the red bulb in place. You may be wondering, what happened to the red bulb that I put in my bag? Well, 2 things happened when I snapped my fingers. One was making a new red light bulb appear, and the other was so that I had the opportunity to say to the workers, "Orange, you glad you called a magician?" I'll be here all week. I'm saving that for lunch. Unfortunately, I only have one final trick to give. It involves these 4 solid metal rings. I'll move this out of the way quickly. Just like that. And if only I could have a little music.
Ooh.
All right.